Why does it blow? Why does it blow?
Why does it blow? D's.
He's working the crowd, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm working D's.
Shut the fuck up.
Our adaptation of just going bees. Beeswax. It's so funny.
Beesness.
That meme, like, it was so... Like, at first, it was just kind of funny. Like,
It's hyper-ironic
he
at
got...
this
Yeah,
point.
it's just... It's reached, like, a whole, like, 13 levels of irony where nobody even needs to respond to anyone
D's.
saying D's. They just know what the fuck they're gonna say. It's like,
D's?
yeah, you got me, dude.
Joe?
Joe. You have to. Every conversation is a minefield now. Like you just say anything, and you're like, wait, is he about to get me? Oh fuck! Oh shit! Wait.
I think the fair thing to do now is after every sentence just laugh.
Just laugh. Like you made a joke.
Dude,
The doctor delivering the bad news. I'm sorry, but you have cancer. Cancer these balls, bitch.
Every question, every statement directed at you comes with so much like essence now. It's just so weighted.
There's always the threat of being fucking just handed balls. It's no good. It's no fun.
Oh,
Days you wake up with a cup full of balls.
Straight up cans full of balls, bro.
welcome to the NULL podcast.
I'm Anthony.
Zane.
I'm Alex again.
Again. I got relegated to Alex again.
Oh,
Fuck.
Damn it.
I'm Alex
I
this
wanted
week.
to be Anthony this week.
I'm Alex 3 weeks in a row right now.
Yeah, all right. It's unfair. I'll be Alex.
Okay, I'll be Anthony.
Okay.
guess I'm Zane.
Oh yeah,
sure.
everyone has
Yeah.
to switch now. Whatever, it's fine.
Z's.
Power of threes.
The Alex was bringing up an audio
Conundrum, really.
yeah, an audio conundrum with what we're planning to do for future
Yeah,
content.
get ready for it because it's gonna be bad for at least
probably.
10 episodes.
We'll see.
It's gonna be fun. Well, we're doing like a test run. I don't think we're gonna be recording that. Well, we're gonna be testing the audio and
like,
seeing how it goes.
I would want to record because like how we have the basically null thought beta as like a whole like 20 episode thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true. It was 20 episodes. But I mean, we didn't even plan on like changing our shit, but
Yeah, no, I'm glad we did though. I'm really
Yeah,
glad we
I like it.
changed.
It just feels more mature, I think.
it's an evolution.
We probably, well, I can't say probably, but we may change again in the future. Who knows?
Let's change.
It'll be another 20 episodes.
Enter
Change your
another
name.
chrysalis.
Yeah.
Come out of another beautiful butterfly.
Yeah, we don't ever want like labels attached to us.
Yeah. I want people to Google us and not be able to find us.
Yeah, pretty much. That's
I
the whole
don't
angle.
want this podcast to grow at all. If I grow, I get canceled.
Once we get 100 subscribers, we're cutting it off. We're shutting the channel down.
Second channel will be up. We're not going to tell you anything about it.
Be sure to subscribe.
Be sure to subscribe.
What
If
I
you
was,
can't find it, tough nuts.
what I wanted to bring up was, I just threw my keys across the room. What I wanted to bring up was the fact that you brought up like the standing microphones. I feel like that would be a much better presentation in terms of like a podcast and us doing it for the D&D stuff as well that we were
Dude,
planning
you just
on it.
leaked what we're doing.
We talked about it before. Like
Okay,
the past 2 podcasts, I think we've talked about it where we're like, yeah, we want to do more D&D stuff.
Yeah, that's fair. Also, like with the standing microphone, as a DM, I like being like up and about. I kind of don't like the whole sitting.
You like to be above us, is what you
No,
said.
it's just because
Yeah.
like I just like moving, and it's hard for me to like just focus and be on
We'll
the
get you
fly.
Should get you a podium,
Yeah, so I can like preach. I get my own choir.
And you wear the hood, You're just like
I got the rope. I have the rope.
the rope. You gonna tie nooses?
Robe.
Oh, robe.
With the B.
Whoa.
I was like, hang on a minute.
I just think the standing presentation would be better for like an audience per se.
Yeah. Also, like, I don't know how we would go about filming it just yet. That's kind of where
That's the big thing.
the trouble ends up being.
Yeah, because we don't have any experience in video capture, nor do we have
filmography.
good equipment for that
Yeah, we
either.
don't have cameras.
I was thinking, like, honestly, we can just get like, we don't have to do anything big, huge thing. We can just set up like a phone recording temporarily.
Yeah,
And
we
like
could do
if
that.
we want to get into, I still say that we have a bunch of really good live action skits. We're gonna have to filter through a bunch of shit ones though.
I mean, we could probably just start recording with our phones. Like, the thing is that like iPhones and shit, like they have really good cameras.
yeah,
and,
no.
like, it's it's not like we're gonna get some cinema grade shit.
Yeah,
maybe
no.
with a lot of editing or something, but like it would it'd be some home brew, some real scuffed type shit, which is sometimes good.
Well, if we're going for long play, I think it doesn't matter if we're doing high quality cameras anyways, because as long as you can see what's going on, that's all you really need. We'll probably have multiple camera angles or something like that.
Yeah, I'd love to do. I'd love to get like a set, like at some point, just like maybe fucking forever down the line. I'd want to get some like GoPros and stuff, and literally
They'll film it in fisheye.
literally, I want to
360 cam.
I want to do some POV bullshit. I think it'd be,
POV, you're the dungeon master. You're gonna murder the whole party.
Yeah, you roll, you see the reaction of the nat one.
I think it'd be. We could literally like start posting that shit to like TikTok and do whatever the fuck. I think it'd be a really cool
That'd
like
be
branding
silly.
kind of thing.
Dude,
clips.
speaking of TikTok, have you seen like people on TikTok? They make like these weird, like they're trying to make a movie or something. Like they'll come up with some plot.
A lot
and
of
then
those
they'll
are
act it
really
out.
good though.
Some of them are interesting, but some of them are so like weirdly specific or bizarre. Like I don't know. Like there was this one where it was like what's it called? It was like each day the government is giving out 50,000 dots for population control, and if you have a dot on you, you get executed or some shit. And like I don't know.
I woke up today. Oh, look, I got a mole.
Yeah, like I don't know.
It's just cancer, bro.
Yeah, that's how they get you. The government
Get
is
that checked
spreading
out.
cancer.
Yeah.
That's the moral of the TikTok.
Oh my god, it's the Omicron.
There's definitely some crazy people now who think like that, where there's just
Oh, yeah.
I got another cancer mole. It's the government. This big government trying to kill me.
Big G.
They're in bed with big cancer. Those fucks.
God, I hate big cancer. I wish they stayed more. I wish they stayed more local.
Yeah. I do prefer my local community cancer wards.
But yeah, there like same thing with Vine though. Like there's a lot of good skits.
Vine?
Out I like the progenitor of TikTok.
Like I'm not talking
But,
about
yeah,
like,
there's
just,
just-
like comedy skits or some shit like that. Like that's a little different.
You mean like
they're like unironic, like they're trying to act like there are no jokes in the thing. You know what I mean? It's just like it's a whole like narrative like spread out through like 7-second, 20-second, 30-second videos, and it's one person acting every single part in it, and the voice acting is just so cringe, like because they voice every part too.
Oh my god!
And it's like, and they're trying to make a serious narrative. I don't know. Maybe I should be post cringe like Tyler at that point.
At this point, I think a lot of those are just like weird fan fictions that people have too much faith in being
Maybe.
good.
It's just an idea that isn't fleshed out enough, so it's just it comes off super amateur.
It could also just be on like a whole other layer of irony that I don't understand.
They also might be establishing so much context in their own head that to them this entirely makes sense, but in like a 20-30 second video format, it's impossible to get across too. So it's like maybe they think it's good because they have so much established story in it, but it makes no fucking sense because you only see 20 seconds.
Yeah.
It might also be one of those things where they have the idea in their head, but when they go to start filming it, they're like, oh, fuck, I need to do a voice and a character for this person.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't pan out as well as they thought.
I think it's also just like, I don't know if that format is really conducive to like good narratives like that. You know what I mean? Like the whole like Quibi shit, like that was the whole idea of like, having short, like, in front of you, like actual developed shows too. But that shit failed instantly.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
dude.
it like nobody fucking uses Quibi or used it, and there's a reason why it's gone. But yeah, I don't know.
It's kind of crazy that TikTok came out of Musically. Like, do you remember
Yeah, it
Musically
is.
in middle school?
I
Yes.
do not remember Musically. I
No?
remember getting ads for it, but I never
Yeah.
used it.
I never used it either, but
No.
I remember people posting their
Cringe?
friends.
Yeah.
Definitely cringe,
Yeah.
but like their friends cringe. Where they're like, look at this. Isn't it so cool? And I'm like,
Musically was
"Bruh."
the advent of Jacob Sartorius.
Oh,
Do you
totally.
remember him? He was like,
No, I remember him.
Yeah.
He's my idol.
Everyone knows Jacob Sartorius.
True,
He's a
true.
household name.
True. But
Holy
he,
shit, TikTokers are household names probably.
yeah, a lot of them are.
Oh
You
god.
have like teenagers probably.
yeah.
Like the D'Amelios or whatever.
Nope.
I don't
Actually,
have
I'm out of the
know what
loop.
those are.
Charlie
I know what
D'Amelio?
those are.
Those
Them.
those subhuman TikTokers.
I know who they are. Like even though I don't use TikTok,
Yeah.
nor do I really watch them. Even
Yeah.
if I don't, like I don't even watch TikTok compilations or anything on
Yeah.
YouTube. I don't binge any sort of TikTok content. Even though, like I wasn't on Vine either, but I still binged Vine compilations and I
Yeah,
followed
true.
Vine YouTubers later on.
I think that TikTok, at least for me, like their algorithm does good work. I feel like
For TikTok?
yeah, I feel like I hardly sift through, to me at least, what is like cringe shit.
Yeah.
It seems like it seems to be the case from a lot of other people that I've talked to about
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah, so like TikTok, there's a fuck ton of content on there. There's literally like a genre for every goddamn thing under the sun. So it's like TikTok's good, but I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. I don't like the idea that I could sit there for like a whole hour, scroll through it, like, you hold on a minute, you've been scrolling for so long. And then you get like the thing that's like, oh, you've been watching TikTok for a long ass time. When I get that, it's like, wow, I actually have.
Yeah.
That's fucking horrible.
It's like, I don't know. The thing about that, like, that format, like the short, quick, like, and it's like nonstop scrolling too. It's like, it's so conducive to like just fucking ramping up your ADHD and you just forget absolutely everything around you. You're just
I do that
on
normally. I don't
TikTok.
need TikTok to fucking help me.
But I think TikTok is like, personally, at least for me, because I'm on YouTube a lot. I watch a lot of YouTube personally.
Those video documentaries.
Yeah, exactly. And there's like YouTube Shorts now, and basically it's just fallout content basically from TikTok, because anything that gets posted on TikTok, it'll go on YouTube
Bro,
Shorts.
how do you always get
But
on
the
like these
YouTube
weird
algorithm?
compilations of
do
like
you mean?
fucking live stream fails, TikTok compilations? I feel like
Oh, no.
every time you bring up YouTube, you're talking about how like I was watching this Twitch compilation.
I watch a lot of. I don't watch TikTok compilations. I definitely watch Twitch compilations. 'Cause I watch a lot of Twitch in general.
Funny
So,
TikTok
like,
moments that make me come. Number
I'm
5.
This one's a banger. You guys got to see this one. I came so hard at number 3. TikTok seems like it takes the most addictive parts of social media, because when
Yeah.
I'm scrolling through Reddit or Twitter, I'll find like the same I know when to stop when I've seen the same
Yeah.
thing. Like I go to Reddit and I scroll far enough down, like all when I'm done with my curated feed. Then I'll go to Twitter and I scroll through and I go to the top, or like I go from the top down just
And
to
then you
see
see
what's most
Reddit
recent.
reposts or Twitter reposts on
Yeah.
Reddit.
Yeah, and it's like either the
this is
same
it for
meme
today.
formats, or it's like I'll see the same couple of tweets a couple times and I'm like, all right, I need to stop.
I'm done. Yeah.
Something that Twitter does that's really fucking annoying is it'll show tweets that I've already seen. Like, say in the morning I'll scroll through some tweets and it's like I'll see one or two pretty popular ones that people are either liking or retweeting.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on in the day, like 8 hours later, it'll pop back up at the top. It's like, this is not new. I've already seen this.
Get away from me.
Yeah, it's something that very recently started to happen. I don't know
Dude.
what caused it.
I don't have that problem. I feel like my Twitter feed is so specialized.
All you do is follow fucking porn.
Yeah, that's true.
You'd think that the more people that you follow, there would be more content, but it seems it's it's like the
all
singularity of
repost each
Twitter.
other.
Yes, it's like the more people I follow, the more content that I see that is exactly the same.
Yeah. Apparently, there was like a some kind of study or whatever that Twitter did internally, and they found that like 10% or something of tweeters are responsible for 90 something percent of the tweets. Like, there are specific like people who just spend so much time on Twitter tweeting all the fucking time that like those 10% of people are just they're the all the tweeters.
They're making hella sponsorship money.
Maybe. I don't
Dude,
know.
if you're in
actually.
that top 10%, you can scroll down in the comments like, check out this man vibe for your fucking butthole.
Check out this vibrator.
Yeah. Oh, literally every single time I go in the comments like, yo, check out
the vibe
for her pleasure or some shit.
Check
It's
out
like,
this moon lamp.
look at
This
this-
shitty $20 moon lamp
Oh,
that we're
yeah.
selling
Yeah,
for
don't you like the
$59.
color of the sunset?
Yeah, do you like astral projecting the stars in your room?
Although they'll be plugging in like their own merch, which is, I guess, fair. But
Yeah.
it's still selling something.
Null
They're
Thought
making money
merch
off of it.
coming soon.
Don't make promises.
Black shirt with Null Thought across it. We've got it.
If we were to make merch, I would want to make something that doesn't look like merch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I would want to wear something that I would want to wear. And like the YouTube merch that I see some people make, it's just like the YouTuber's name or some shit.
They just
like,
slap like fucking their name over like a fake Supreme logo. It's like,
but
wow,
I think, like,
thank you.
Like people
Thanks.
like PewDiePie, honestly, or Pyrocynical, and there's some other people. Oh, Off Canny. Shout out to them. They all make really good merch.
Oh, you're gonna roast them for
No,
them.
I wouldn't. No, I'm not roasting them. If I were to roast someone, no, I don't actually know. I don't really pay attention.
I'm gonna
to, like,
be
merch,
honest. I'm gonna
unless
roast.
it catches my eye.
I'm gonna roast this one merch.
Oh shit.
It might like I haven't seen his new merch, but like there's this Destiny 2 YouTuber called TH3 Jez and
Jizz?
Jez
Jizz.
G-E-Z
Yes,
J-E-Z.
Guys.
Fuck that up. But yeah, no, like literally his thing is just like he has the rip-off Supreme thing, and instead of Supreme it says caffeinated. And that's it.
Oh
And
wait,
like,
I think I've seen those shirts.
yeah, it's just like I get it. And also it was like his first merch thing,
Yeah.
but fuck is it so boring.
Yeah. And like I get it if you do it for memes, because I think iDubbbz, he made the sheep Supreme
He
or
was
whatever.
kind of the progenitor of
that
like,
meme,
that kind of meme. So he kind of has like squatters' rights essentially.
Squatters' rights on a meme.
You're allowed to die on this molehill because you created it.
Like honestly, yeah.
Have you guys seen Super Mega's most recent merch?
Dude,
No, I
I love
haven't.
Super Mega's merch. Like they have their own like knockoff fucking store and like their fake ads in there too. It's fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
And not to mention they have like a rolling tray. They got a bunch of different
shit.
fucking merch. They aren't just like clothes and shit.
Yeah.
It's like merch.
Yeah. Their cigarette hats are funny. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's just like a brand that they've stolen essentially.
Yeah.
It's like not public domain, but they've somehow like worked around it. They have like the star principles of like the design of whatever company they're doing.
Yeah, fucking I kind of like that Super Mega is getting back into live action stuff like how they did with Boys with Problems and Syndigo back in the day, more live action skits. Cuz I love the fuck out of their old stuff.
I miss
so
Syndigo.
good.
It was so tragic what happened to that shit. But,
I'm not familiar.
The Super Mega, originally there was a trio. It was Syndigo, and the third dude, he like attempted suicide and he ended up dying. Yeah.
What?
Mhm.
Yeah. And so
Very tragic.
it was like I don't know how much time went on. It might have been a year or two after or something, or even longer before Super Mega started after Syndigo.
Oh, that's fucked
But yeah,
up.
it was really sad.
I did not know that at all.
Yeah.
But it's like they made such good content. It was like some of the funniest shit ever.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
It's you've probably seen a lot of like their old stuff that came back in service, like fucking Blonde Boys, which is one of their like massive hits.
You've probably seen the memes at least.
Oh yeah, at
Maybe.
least. But yeah, they were fucking hilarious. They still are hilarious. I'd like to redact that previous statement.
Yeah, I did not know that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
Shit's
rip.
fucked.
Rest in
R.I.P.
peace. Yeah. Would you guys want to start doing like Let's Plays? Start copying Super Mega?
Here we go.
Yes.
We have to follow them exactly
Yeah.
now.
We're gonna be a derivative of fucking Super Mega, Sidemen, who else? Harmon Quest.
We're just dipping our fingers in
Yeah.
all the
See,
flavors
the thing
right now.
about content creation, we already brought this up about Twitter. We're just reposting shit, all right? But we're putting our own spin on it. We're giving it the null touch.
We aren't reposting. We're quote tweeting right now.
We're taking inspiration.
Yeah, no, I'm screenshotting and not giving credit. That's what I'm doing.
I'm gonna repost this on Reddit 3 months after it's already been done.
30K upvotes.
Well, the thing is now in the current YouTube stage, there's like not any. I shouldn't say not any, but there's a very small amount of
Like innovators.
well, not innovators, but Let's Players specifically.
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like there's not a
Let's Playing is kind of
was-
dying out.
It was
Yeah.
so big before, and I feel like there's still a demand for it.
There is
Like, I
still a
like
demand
watching
for it.
people play video games like that. I don't know why
People
it's
do.
suddenly like a taboo thing.
I don't think it's
I
taboo.
think because
I
it
think
just
it's
got oversaturated.
Yeah,
And everyone's like, well, I don't want
Yeah.
to be the Let's Player.
there's
you
like
know?
a meta. You know what I mean? Like there's the meta always changes when it comes to content creation.
Gotta keep
some
up with the
people
updates.
some people make the meta, some people just ride it, you know? And Let's Playing was a big meta for a while. You know, like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie, all these guys got huge off of it. And then like nowadays they don't even do Let's Plays hardly ever.
Yeah,
Or they do sometimes, but
I feel like a lot of the because I still follow up with a lot of like YouTube gaming content. I feel like a lot of the Let's Play thing has like fallen off, and it's more specialized in gaming. There's more like subgenres of stuff. Like you got challenge runs of like, oh, I survived 100 days and whatever, and those are massively popular. And then you have like I don't know. It's just like you need to be very specialized in your gaming craft in order to actually pop off on something like that. Because you can't just be general. Because you can't just be shit and frustrating to watch. Because no one wants to just watch another frustrating fucking YouTuber play a game.
And also like there also has to be like an allure. You know what I mean? Like with Let's Plays, at least in the past, it seemed like, you know, it's very minimal editing. You know what I mean? Like you could kind of get away with being kind of lazy about it.
Yeah, you got to put a little bit of effort into it.
Whereas like
now.
nowadays, I feel like you need to have more like edits and shit to make your video more
That's what I would want to
visually
do.
appealing.
Anyways.
Yeah.
I don't want to do like super. Well, I would want to have longer episodes, but I would want them to be. The format that I was thinking that we would be doing is longer episodes, but it's more content, I guess, inside of it. It's not like a Game Grumps where it's kind of just like mostly the entire session that they do, where they do 10 minutes and then they'll cut it after 10 minutes and then do more. And
what do you think,
however
like a
long-
20, 30 minute, like almost compilation, but more like just cutting out the down bits?
Yeah, I don't think it should be a compilation. It should be like the highlights, the big because like there's like a lot of running, or we make dumb bad jokes that are cringe.
Yeah, true.
You know, that just don't land. Or you can make a spectacle out of the cringe, and like when nobody lands, like just zoom in on that person's face, and they're just like looking around, like what the fuck.
We're gonna cut that one out.
Like what kind of like format, or not necessarily format, but like what kind of
3 dudes on a couch.
what kind of vision
All
do you have
naked.
on it?
All
Essentially,
naked.
I think we would want to do something face cam. I don't like.
Yeah.
I think face cam Let's Plays are something that's kind of an oddity as well.
yeah, that's fair. We can start a like a Twitch like group, like a network thing. I think.
I don't know how easy it is to do that.
And we can literally have it where like we try stream if we want to, and we can have it where there's something on Twitch where you can have all of the broadcasts up at once, and like to make it easier, you can literally pull the VODs off of Twitch, and it just makes editing a lot easier because then you have all 3 POVs, all 3 shit.
I mean,
with it.
streaming we could do that for like multiplayer stuff, but I think it would also be fun to just like play campaigns or something, like with 3 of us on a couch or like in a chair or some shit in one turn.
Old school.
We're all sitting on each other's lap. But like, just playing through a campaign or something.
I think that'd be interesting.
Yeah, it could be fun.
I've always just been drawn to playing video games with other people. I've never really done it.
It's just more fun, I think.
Yeah. And we could do like memes, like, if you die, you take a shot, like, or
I think stuff interwoven just to make it a little bit more
more interesting.
Yeah, so that way it's not just like the content of the video game that you're there for. It's the content of both combined.
Yeah, the memes.
Yeah, the memes.
I think it'd be. I think I've said this before, either on the podcast or just with you guys in general. But we should all attempt. We don't have to spend a lot of time doing this, but we should all attempt to get good at speedrunning like one game.
Sounds
and
good.
then we have like a race.
Getting
or
over it with
something.
Bennett Foddy.
Getting over it would be cool. We could also just do classic games like an old Sonic or Mario game.
I'd totally be down for that.
that'd be
That'd be a
Also
lot
just
of fun.
super dumb, super specific games.
Mm-hmm. Papa's Pizzeria.
Yeah, just shit like that. Cookie Clicker.
Dude, Cookie Clicker speedruns suck ass.
They're not.
boring as
It's so
shit.
dumb.
I fucking hate
Have
them.
you guys ever watched Small Ant?
Yes,
Yeah.
I love Small Answer.
He did a stream where he speedran calculator.
Yeah, he did. He just adds ones until he.
And he just has the media pool open.
I did see Ludwig. Have you heard of him?
I know of him. I
Yeah.
haven't seen videos of him.
They did a thing where it was like it was him and I think it was like 4 people versus Small Ant. And then, or no, it was versus Simply. It was a different streamer, a different speedrunner. They were speedrunning Mario 64, and it was to see if like, if they could do like 4 speedruns. They only had to get like 20 stars each or whatever, whereas the actual pro had to get like 140 or 5 or 150
wasn't
or something.
Fucking Clint Stevens on that too?
Yeah, he was.
I
Yeah,
remember.
and
I
Ms.
love
Kith,
Clint
yeah.
Stevens.
It was funny. It was funny
Man
as
never
fuck.
streams.
Yeah. Somebody made a joke like his biggest weakness is pressing the go live button.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny. But yeah, I would be down to do stuff like that. But yeah, I think we should diversify.
Yeah.
Just to get some other stuff going.
I wish you
because-
guys were like really good at Valorant. Like I want us all to be
Go
radiant.
fuck yourself.
Yeah, I want us all to be radiant. And
I'm not
it's
going to
like
be catching up soon.
Start grinding a little.
This is just a thing that I've always wanted to do. It's like all of us get like really high rank in some competitive game, and it's like each consecutive game, the top frag gets a handicap, or whoever frags over, like whoever's the best out of them gets a handicap, and like it just keeps stacking and see how bad it can
You
get.
can only play with one arm. You can play with no arms.
What if you got like handcuffs to the side so you could only move your hand like
That would be
so
so
far?
fucking toxic, dude.
That would be so
That'd be
hard.
funny.
You're sitting there with the mouse like in sideways in front of your keyboard trying to hit the WASD. That would be so hard. I'm just not good enough at Valorant to be able to. It's one of those games that I have to grind to do, and I just don't want to put in the extra time. I also don't like playing if it's not with like my friends.
That's fair.
Even if it's just a couple of them. Like I don't mind playing with some randoms, but a team of all randoms is just so annoying because
I don't usually
not-
solo queue either.
I'm not good enough to IGL, and I'm also not good enough to like
Perform yourself, yeah.
I'm not good enough to understand what my silent team members are setting up to
Yeah.
do, or like how to play off of them.
Nobody is.
I barely know how to play off my teammates when they're telling me stuff. So it's just even more of a hassle.
Valorant has changed my mindset a lot of how I play competitive games because not necessarily very early on, but like I eventually realized that it's like I have zero control over these people. I can't, first of all, I can't be toxic because we're all on a fucking sink, like it's fucking 1 to 8. We're all on a sinking ship, dude. Me yelling at them is not going to make them play better.
Yeah.
And it just you
That's the
can't
biggest rule.
improve your teammates, but you can improve how you work with others, and that has made me just like want to play more. I've found more enjoyment in like improving my own craft because it's like I can't expect my teammates to know what I'm thinking. I have to
No, God,
communicate.
no.
I have to communicate what I need from them, and they need to communicate what they need from me. And like just a negative feedback loop of being toxic does not help that process whatsoever.
I feel like a lot
fun
of people
sometimes, though.
in Valorant, it is pretty funny. A lot of people, well, I've been watching your streams and you've been pretty good about it because everyone will immediately hate. They will just be like so mad over anything that happens. And it's just like, bro, chill. It's the first or second round of the game.
Yeah, I get kind of toxic, but I don't voice any of those opinions.
Yeah.
That's the important part. Be toxic, just don't fucking press the mic button before you do it.
You can be toxic to your stream or like about the people in your lobby.
Yeah, you're
to
just
your
constantly
stream.
talking shit.
I feel like that's just content.
It
It's
is.
just
yeah.
It's like,
entertainment.
what the fuck was he thinking? It's like, nice try, man.
Yeah, it honestly is.
GG.
I fucking hate that guy. As soon as you get out of the lobby, I wouldn't be able to do that shit. It's like I wouldn't even say anything back. I would just be like, "What is he so mad about?" I don't even know what I'm not doing.
Yeah.
It would just be like, "Why didn't you do this?" And it's like, "Why didn't you tell me to do that?" Like in the lobby, or not in the lobby, but before the round.
The funniest thing is like if they are yelling at you, you just like pretend that you can't hear them. You're like, what? Wait, what?
What?
Wait, what? Can you say that again?
That's actually
Wait,
fucking hilarious.
you're roboting. You're roboting. Wait, what?
Walmart Mike, I can't hear
And
you.
they just keep repeating themselves and getting angrier and angrier. And it's
That's actually so
because
funny.
it's like at that point the game's fucking gone. And like when you have someone who's like so toxic that they're just fucking screaming at you, it's like I don't give a shit about this game anymore. Like,
I mean, we've done that to
we're
each
gonna
other
lose.
too.
Yeah, like
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
as long as you go in with like a not quitter mentality, or as like I hate it when like you're down 3 rounds and all of a sudden your team wants to FF. It's like, bro, the score is so fucking close.
Yeah, we could literally win this.
Literally obliterated them on 2 other occasions.
Because they'll make like a judgment off of like one guy dying, like making a bad decision. He's like, oh, we're fucked for the rest of the game. FF.
And like even when like you're down a guy and it's like one dude disconnects and abandons, it makes me want to play even more. Because it's like in the 4v5, if I can fuck the enemy team,
they're
in
sad.
a 4v5,
They're demoralized.
Mauled, dude.
They're like,
like I want to get an all chat and just be like cope.
Telling people to cope is one of my favorite pastimes.
It really is.
Seethe.
Seethe.
Seethe and cope. Mauled.
Even though it's like a fucking 4chan meme, like it's such like so many memes originate from 4chan. It's kind of weird.
That's where Pepe came from, right?
Yeah.
And that's like
And
the
then now
staple
Pepe's
of the
racist,
internet.
right? Is he still racist? Is Pepe still racist?
Like
I think they pushed it, and then people kind of just didn't care. It was one of those things where it was funny enough to transcend racism.
Yeah. They transcended racism.
Well, I don't know.
Pepe is the true.
There will be
God.
Nazis who like do actually use Pepe and shit like as a symbol, but like it's like people use it in all of Twitch chat, like like all the fucking peepo the peepo emotes, the Sag emote, like all these things are based off Pepe. Like those emotes aren't fucking racist. You know what I mean? Like
I don't know if it was necessarily. I don't know how Pepe originated, so I could be wrong on this. But from my understanding, it was basically that Pepe was created, and like the whole concept and like the iconography of Pepe started in 4chan, and then they made him racist by tying him to racism explicitly. And then it became popular after that, not because of the racism, but just because of how funny it was.
We need to take back Pepe.
My understanding is that the Pepe started as like a meme for like feels bad man, like that. That, like it was used in that context because it's a sad frog. It's sad Pepe. I think is like the actual name of the fucking meme.
Yeah.
But like there were like Nazis on 4chan who were like what we should do is say that this is a white supremacist symbol and like post it in a bunch of Nazi forums.
Yeah, it's crazy
like,
how quickly they all agree to just like spam some shit.
Yeah.
Have you seen internet historians like anytime he covers like some 4chan thing where it's like, oh, 4chan found out that, this display board at this expo is public domain. You can post whatever you want to it.
Yeah. Yeah, they do insane shit.
4chan, anytime there is like any modicum of trolling involved, they just like, this is great. This is a fucking gold mine. And then they just get their top elite scientists on it and they just systematically destroy it.
They have a lot of soldiers, and it's
They do.
Don't inflate their ego, because in all reality,
You want to piss them off?
Yeah. Maybe not, okay. But all I'm gonna say is that they're just internet savvy individuals who are on the internet all the fucking
they're
time.
terminally online. From the start.
They're terminally online.
Yeah, but
and they're skills.
still very talented individuals. Still, like you can't take away from that. The amount of fucking shit that they can perform is actually crazy.
That's like saying like a serial killer is like talented.
Well, I mean, they are. Are they not? No, hold up. First and foremost, we cannot deny the skill that goes into being.
I'm not going to give this more thought than
morally, objectively wrong.
I'm not disagreeing, but I'm just not going to give it too much more thought after that. Like, I was going to make a comment earlier by saying, like, as shitty as 4chan can be, they do have, like, some good moments. But that's basically the same thing that you're saying, is, like, let's agree that serial killers have some art to it. It's like, well,
not art. A lot of skill involved. I don't see art the same way they do, but there is some precise shit going on here.
There's some creative killings.
There are some very creative killings.
Yeah.
Killings are not right.
It's art that nobody condones.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's good art. I mean, it's one of those topics.
Ted Bundy was just a really misunderstood artist from his period.
That's not what I'm saying.
The contemporary society just judges him, and they don't really understand.
They don't understand Charles Manson.
If Hitler was an artist, he would have just been a serial killer. He wouldn't have taken control politically. That's all I'm saying.
Actually, true. That Austrian art school that rejected him, you guys fucked up.
Yeah, you could have just dealt with a killer.
You ever see those memes that are like, do you like this artwork? You just enjoyed Hitler's art. It's like, is this a pretty painting?
Yeah.
George Bush did this.
George.
Another evil man throughout history.
Yeah, George Bush, worse than Hitler. True.
Well, he did cause 9/11. Let's be honest here.
He did do 9/11 now that I think about it.
Now the podcast is down to 2 members.
Yeah. Just a fucking red dot homes in on Anthony's forehead. You hear a bang from a distant, like just outside of one of our mics.
Yeah, Anthony just activates. He's a sleeper cell by the government.
Oh, shit.
4chan was his trigger word.
My eyes roll into the back of my head. I'm like fluttering my eyes.
You're seeing the black sun reflect.
Rare Pepes. And like
yeah.
a deep voice.
There are a bunch of images of Pepe just shoot up in front of my vision.
The rare
As I
1 in a
come
million
alive.
diamond Pepe has appeared.
Feels bad, man.
There's just a ringing ringing in my ears. I can't hear anything. I'm on the fucking kill path.
You're in
bro.
the rage mode.
Yeah. Time to go spread some white supremacist
you guys,
memes.
you guys ever see the? I saw this one video on my YouTube recommended pop up of like this hypnotist, and it's the most fake bullshit ever. It's like he pulls this guy aside. It's like, take a deep breath, go into a sleeping state and shit. And it's like, all right, you have so context for this is that he was trying to use hypnosis to train someone to be a skilled assassin, essentially. And he takes him to a shooting range. And he's like, "You're gonna go into this sniper mode."
Sniper mode.
It's literally the most
Sniper
cringe.
monkey.
Just like, sniper.
If you
Shotgun.
If you give my trigger word,
John Wick mode.
my trigger word would be sniper monkey, for sure. It has so many deep rooted connections to my psyche.
Yeah, I'm a sim.
That's a core memory.
Sniper monkey. If I ever go into a coma, play that fucking sound, and I will just snap right up, dude.
Sniper monkey.
That would be my chosen trigger word. I think.
Yeah, do you guys ever think of what do you think your trigger word would be if you were to ever go into a coma? Because there are cases of people just waking up from a coma after hearing a trigger word. Do you guys have anything like that?
There's probably a couple things, but I'm trying to think of it real quick.
It'd just be a dumb fucking meme. Or someone misspeaking. And then I'd be like, huh?
What do you mean?
What? What was that?
There's so many things that are integral to either my childhood or something that I just have deep either experience with, probably something from a video game that I despise. That's mostly what I'm thinking of right now.
Essentially, I feel like a coma trigger word is quite literally the definite, by definition, living rent free in your head. That's just any
The coma word? Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I that's what I'm trying to think of right now.
I can think of 3 right now off the top of my head, and these are probably the best. I have them written down on my Discord if you need to get them. Just saying, log into my computer. Anaya knows the password. She'll get in.
Well, what are they?
Okay, so it's going to be the ultimate showdown.
The ultimate showdown. And all the lyrics just come.
Yeah, you start singing it right as you wake up.
I learned every word of that song for a talent show in music class for 4th grade.
Yeah.
So that is just a very core memory. Sniper Monkey and the number 1 most hated person that my number 1 most hated person ever being brought up. I'll pop up Doom Guy. I shit you not.
I think there's probably something in Pikmin 2 that would trigger the fuck out of me.
Pikmin 2.
There's
Start
a
playing
boss.
the Pikmin 2 soundtrack.
The fucking the Men at Legs boss in Pikmin 2 is always so fucking brutal because the game is all just it's bizarro organic creatures.
Mhm.
And you go into the one dungeon. Every dungeon has a hard boss. Either it's unique or just another boss that they have.
I watched a video analysis on the lore of Pikmin.
It's really
and
interesting. There's a lot of subtle
It's
lore.
fucking weird. It's okay, I'm in debt. Send me to Mini World.
It's pretty. It's surreal, but also grounded in reality because it's you're just going
Very.
to Earth, but everything is not like Earth. But that boss, Man at Legs, is like a spider, but it's mostly machine, and it just has no place in what's going on here. It has a literal auto turret shooting at your fucking Pikmin, and you go. It's so hard for no reason.
Yeah, just that one scene is super hyper realistic. Like one of your Pikmin gets hit by a bullet, they just shred.
Oh
dude.
my
Guts on the ground.
There's like a landmine it sets off, and it blows up like a couple Pikmin's legs.
My God.
And
Dude, they're like coming back with PTSD.
yeah,
Holy shit.
they can't pay like their VA bills because they're all fucking.
Alamar gets sent to fucking real war.
All I'm thinking about right now is like Pikmin storming the beaches of Normandy and just getting
D-Day.
shredded like a fucking
literally
like,
the boss fight,
like
though.
Saving Private Ryan.
entrenched machine guns.
It's like literally not even. It's really close to the boss battle
Oh my
because
God.
it's basically a circle, and you come in from the one leg of the circle, just like an offshoot, and it spawns before you get to the middle, or like you walk up to the middle, and then it just starts firing at you. So it's like you have to like maneuver between barricades and shit, getting close. It's literally
my
like
God.
a war setup for no reason.
You know what's really interesting to me, and this is like a full tangent, but I just end up thinking about it just now. But take like the advance on like D-Day Normandy. How would like a modern military strategist go about?
They just drone bomb that shit.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, with like, take all the stuff that you had back then, and like, how alternatively would you perform that battle? Like, how would you move troops? How would you set up each battle to put yourself in a better position?
I mean, I think it's interesting. It's just harkening back to what could have happened with
Yeah.
current technology. Obviously, we don't know everything the military is hiding. They probably have space lasers and shit that they're just not telling us about.
Like, I mean, there's legit people known as like the most renowned strategists. Like, you have literally like Sun Tzu, and like I just know a lot of Chinese fucking like this. Oh fuck, I have them written down. They're in my Discord somewhere. Whatever.
Generals.
But yeah, it's just like a bunch of like interesting military strategists and like how they kind of revolutionized war. At least the thought process of like
Did you learn this for Valorant?
how to go. Yeah.
You're learning Sun Tzu's art of war strategy in Valorant.
Like legitimately, it's kind of interesting how like if you study a lot of small squad tactics, it's really good for clearing angles, right? That's
Yeah.
what it's intended
Well,
for.
yeah, sure.
And so
I mean, I think it's interesting just the way that there is a kind of a hard-coded strategy to it where these things do like higher ground is a very foundational principle in a lot of battles like that, and it's like seeing how it applies in different scenarios, seeing other principles being applied in different scenarios like that. It's also just it kind of maps itself to different positionings, not positionings physically, but like having a smaller or larger army. If it's like a one-on-one combat, what kind of weapons you're using.
you know what we should do for a video? Would you guys be down with taking a class of like learning like SWAT, like going through like the SWAT training of like
That could be funny.
I think that would be fucking awesome.
I don't know
like
where,
a
where would you-
realistic.
Where
do you do
like
that?
I've looked it up before. There's like a bunch of airsoft
Yeah.
like milsim training. Milsim is literally just like military simulation. One of the like really extreme ones, which is like the biggest event that happens every 2 years or something, is they take you on these trucks and they drop you out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, this giant reserved land, and you actually like perform in like a real war. You're you're put under a squadron with ex fucking military people, and
Oh my God.
you actually go out there and you do real survival
How much does
like
that cost?
warfare. Oh, it's probably really expensive. I didn't
Yeah.
look into that, but
We might be able to find some cheaper stuff.
no, I'm just
But
saying
that
that's
would be
one of the
fun.
biggest events. Like that, stuff gets like really in depth, and there's a bunch of different shit you could do. I'd be
Just get our
so
friends
down
together.
to do this. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd love to do it.
That'd be pretty funny. We
Yeah.
just get dropped off in like a nature
Like,
reserve.
holy fuck, what do we do?
Yeah, we're like
We have to literally eat MREs for 3 days.
we're like just in one of the local reservations around here, and we're just like like in the bush where there's people walking their dog. We're like, we've been out here for 3 days.
Where's the mainland?
No, it's not that cringe. There's like an
No, I
actual
know.
like reserve that you go to. Like it's fucking bumfuck no.
That'd be pretty
Yeah.
cool. I'm not condoning real war, but that
No.
would be really interesting.
Real war sucks, but
airsoft,
this is
yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
Like
No,
it's
I
just
know.
fun to do.
I'm just having the separate line. Like war reenactments maybe kind of cringe.
War
but
reenactments
this-
are cringe as hell.
Yeah.
But like actual like simulated warfare, that's cool.
Well, I don't want
It's
to.
like playing Arma in real life.
I'm not gonna stand by the statement that war reenactments are cringe because it's more of a history buff thing. More,
It's all
Yeah,
LARPing.
that's fair. That's fair. I would totally love to go LARPing. Like I'd be 100%. Just give me in a fucking chainmail.
Like a Renaissance.
Well, and D&D is a little bit like that if you play with a lot of the LARPing elements. We just don't because we're a little bit awkward with it. It's like our first time going through a campaign.
Fair. I'm not interested in LARPing more than I am interested in just like medieval kind of like it's interesting the fact that to live in a time of combat that doesn't require guns.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. I just love a lot of like history, like the history of war and stuff. It's very interesting.
This might be a hot take, but I think I'd rather get shot with like a Glock than like shot with like an arrow or something.
No, I would 100% much rather get shot with a gun.
Yeah. Because like, dude, with the arrow, like first of all, that's a whole fucking thing like going through you, and it could, if you like pull it out, you're fucked.
Yeah,
you have to like mention different arrowheads can do a lot of different shit. Like it can literally be like laced with poison and stuff too, and it's just literally if you cover an arrowhead in literal human feces, it's a much more effective weapon.
I'll just give you AIDS.
Poison damage.
It's actually
I have an HIV buff on my arrows.
God.
Ancient warfare is so like very savage, cruel.
People in the medieval times were fucking dirty as shit.
Oh yeah,
they were so gross.
Yeah.
Do you ever think about that? Like hygiene back then? Like
shit into a pot, throw in the street.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird.
Like, come on.
They also took a bath like once a month, and then they also took the same bath once a month.
Wait,
like it would be like
you don't?
What?
Huh? I mean, me neither.
Like the dad would go first, and then the mom, and then the kids, or like it would be specifically the son,
and then you drink
daughter.
it after.
Yeah, conserve water.
Yeah, they make a broth.
They make a broth.
This is dirt broth.
This is stew water.
Yeah, they just clean plates with their own bodies and then hop in the bath.
Oh my
it's
God.
Next week's meal.
It goes dad, mom, son, daughter, then the beets.
The beets.
Yeah, that shit was super unhygienic though. There's probably poison damage just emanating off these people.
Yeah, which is like Romans were fucking crazy, dog. Like
they had like public baths. And stuff.
I know.
I feel like they were relatively clean compared
like
to medieval times.
Insanely technologically advanced as a civilization.
This is gonna be a hot take, but I hate religion.
That's not a hot take around.
That is,
no, I know.
Okay.
Well, it's more. That's a whole nuanced conversation that I can get into, but it's more so the fact that I didn't like. Specifically, what I don't like about it is how it gave way to the medieval era, and it stopped so much progression of technology and science.
That's true.
The one thing that I will give religion credit for is its organizational power. It is very good. It's
good for wars. Yeah,
it's an effective tool at getting people to just do shit. It's cool. I don't like the way it went though.
It had way more power. It had way more power than it really needed to be. Well, like the main purpose of it back then was to be like a defining characteristic of morals. It was to get people to understand that this is bad.
It was also
hey yo, stop killing each other.
Yeah, it's like this is what a good person is like.
Yeah.
But people took it way too extreme because it gave people power. People like pastors and other people associated in the hierarchy of any religion, realistically.
Yeah.
And even today, it still holds so much fucking power, way more than it really needs to be. And it causes way more damage than it actually needs to. It's very interesting as a historical topic, and theology in general is very interesting. But
I feel like the nature of religion makes it very hard to combat fanaticism in your own system.
Yeah. I mean, we have celebrities that don't have any affiliation with religion at all, but they still have fanatics all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, stan is like literally the modern word for something like that.
I also think, I think the reason why so many people, at least today, I think have such an adverse reaction to religion is because of the fact that it's like written in text. You know what I mean? Like the Christianity, like the Abrahamic
the holy
religions.
Text, like Christian Mingle,
like,
Farmers Only.
Yeah.
Farmers Mingle. But yeah, like all these religions, the Abrahamic religions were, I think, one of the first ones, if not the first, to actually be like written down and like kept as like an actual written history as opposed to like an oral tradition, because that was the history of most religion throughout the
It's
world.
however you spin it.
Yeah,
essentially.
exactly. Although I guess Roman religions, they were probably written down as well, but obviously Rome got fucked. So
Yeah, Rome got fucked by other reasons.
Yeah.
I think of like the Library of Alexandria too, like how much shit biblically or just historical
Yeah.
documents in general of civilizations just got fucked.
yeah,
Mhm. That's such a fucking disappointing event.
yeah.
Literally all of history's 9/11.
Yeah, I know. It's
George Bush.
never forget the burning
George
of the
Bush burned down the Library of Alexandria. Never
Hot
forget.
take, I know.
Yeah, do you know there's actually a website that like it's written based on like an algorithm to write down every single character in
Oh, I know what you're
every
talking
single
about.
combination. It's
Oh
like,
yeah, I know. What
so
you're
it's
talking
like
about
we
as well.
do have
It's already been.
we
said.
now have a record of everything that has ever been said and everything that will be said. I remember from a Vsauce.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say that's from an old Vsauce video.
But yeah, it's just like it's cool to know that at least that like somewhere if you sift through all the fucking records, it exists.
There's also Minecraft. Some dude or
I
some
also saw
team,
that.
they made like I think it's a Library of Alexandria like remake, and they put a bunch of like articles and other shit in the library, so that way like people who are blocked from like regional shit can download
Just
the map and just
oh
go
my
like
God,
onto
that's
the
so
fucking
fucking
thing.
sick.
Yeah. Which I think is pretty cool.
I'm gonna download that map. I'm gonna get
Yeah.
Dune off.
Good dude.
I want to torrent Dune off Minecraft.
I don't know like if they have books and stuff, but they do
They
have like
should,
they have
though.
like news articles, I think, and like
That's
other
really cool.
other stuff. Maybe like encyclopedias and shit or history books.
Of course, like the modern Library of Alexandria is in Minecraft.
Yeah, right.
Because everybody has Minecraft nowadays.
Or in a few more years, it's gonna be in Meta, bro.
Oh my god.
Have you
Puke
seen
and
like
vomit.
the pictures from Meta?
No,
They
I
look-
don't want to. I don't even
The
care.
fucking holographic mirror and shit.
Yeah, somebody took a screenshot of it and it was like, this just looks like a worse Second Life, and it's basically true. It's
I want to ignore that from ever happening.
Yeah.
I just like I'm gonna be anti. How people were so anti.
I'm gonna be
TikTok.
anti-meta.
I'm gonna be anti-meta. What a cringe statement.
Anti or
too.
anti?
both.
Data
They're
or data.
interchangeable. They're
Tomato.
interchangeable. Yeah.
they
Oyster
really
or
are
Erster?
That's just
That's
wrong.
Oyster.
That's just
You're talking about
Man, I love them Erster.
how do you all pronounce that Worcestershire sauce?
Worcestershire.
Worcester, actually.
Worcester. The Worcester.
Worcestershire.
Isn't it like Worcestershire?
I think it's just Worcestershire.
Worcestershire?
Yeah. I don't know the actual
Worcester.
pronunciation, but that's the only
I
way
think
that I've heard it.
I think they've
Worcester.
legitimately made like an official statement on that. The pronunciation.
They've had that
What
word
do you mean,
forever.
big sauce?
Yeah, the queen comes out and she goes, "It's Worcestershire."
Who are you talking about? Jeff Worcester? Like who made this sauce that they had to come out
Oh
and
my
release
God,
a
it's
statement?
Mr. Worcestershire.
Like-
Worcestershire.
leave me
Yeah,
alone.
the announcer can't even fucking.
I mean, to be fair, it's not like anyone accepts Nutella's.
How do you pronounce it? Is it not
Nutella.
Nutella?
According to them, it's
Nutella?
Nutella.
It's fucking. There's a nut in the word. It's made with nuts. That's a bad. That's a
But
bad.
what is
decision.
They're
Ella?
Swedish, bro.
But it doesn't. It's still a fucking pun of an English word.
Nutella, bro.
I correct me if
With the
I'm
two
wrong,
dots.
but I'm pretty sure it's of like the English word nut, right? It's like
I don't know.
Nutella.
I don't know what an Ella nut is, though.
Maybe nut in Swedish is newt. You ever think about
Maybe that was just big brain by them, but it, I don't know. I feel like they missed the mark if they're not branding it with the nut in like the name of it, right?
I don't know. I always said Nutella.
I call it.
This is actually just their marketing scheme. It's
Yeah,
actually
they wanted to
both,
bring up.
and then
They wanted to
just,
make
like,
controversy.
Mhm.
You know,
No
Get
bad media.
The people talking. Yeah. Well, who's gonna like boycott Nutella for them saying actually it's pronounced Nutella?
Yeah, I mean, I don't care that much. It's just I
Are you
feel
guys
like
fucking
I'm
the
just
never
jars?
eating
I'm still
Nutella.
buying.
I don't even buy Nutella. I don't eat Nutella in general, but it's just,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that's just
I'm anti Nutella.
I'm anti-nut.
Not to bring up TikTok again, but have you guys ever seen the, like, it's probably been posted everywhere, but like there's a TikTok and it's like this clip of this one guy saying like fuck your protein. and like he was trying to go on to something else, like an alternative product, but like there's a stitch of a guy. It's like he just sweated it. Like, there's a hole in his protein. Is like, what next?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Low hanging fruit, but it's funny.
It's hilarious.
I'm not on TikTok, so I can't understand.
Honestly, you're safe then.
The stitches generally on TikTok make the main video way funnier, I think. Like, depending, because like they'll be doing something unironic or like saying something like, or meaningful.
Add layers of irony to it through the stitches. It's great.
Or some other shit that's cool is the, like people will play instruments or they'll sing and shit.
Those.
Like that shit's actually cool.
Send me more of those.
More
Alex music. More music.
Phone.
Yeah.
That is pretty true though. I mean, just like I'll be talking
They're listening
to some
to
people.
us. Yeah.
I fucking Dave and I, or I guess Dave, Tyler, and I have been talking about like the remakes of Diamond and Pearl, the Pokemon games that we grew up with.
I have zero nostalgia attachment to Pokemon. I just want to say that right now.
Wow.
I mean, you guys didn't play them as a kid, so
you guys, I did on the Game Boy Color.
You have nostalgic value to it?
A little bit.
Yeah, maybe like a little bit.
Yeah.
But I mean, I played Diamond and Pearl like
barely
5
remember
times over as a kid, and then multiple times throughout my life.
I just remember like randomly watching TV and like the first episode of Pokemon played 5 separate times every time I've tuned into Pokemon. It's only been the first fucking episode and I hate Pokemon.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever watched the Pokemon cartoon.
The original anime is pretty good, and then a couple seasons after. They also have like random one-off series that are pretty good, but I haven't watched any. Or they're
and then Ash has been like 12 through all of it.
Yeah, I mean the fact that they kept him being the same fucking kid instead of doing different like protagonists, I think is kind of dumb because they just
like don't even the games have like, oh, you're playing as Red, you're playing as fucking this dude.
Don't you like make your character in that, or you choose
can make
a name?
Your character,
yeah, but the protagonists themselves have like, oh, the true name.
And that's what I don't like about it because they'll have specific like the characters in Diamond and Pearl are Dawn and Lucas, but no one knows Lucas, and people only know Dawn because of the anime. But it's like you have the Red is like in the first games, and Ash is supposed to be based off of that. So now Red being in the first character. Or being the first character and is in most of the games afterwards, he's like an ominous presence now. And it's like, why not just do that with all the other characters where they have like their own storyline and you can fight them later on, like how you can do Red and stuff. It just doesn't make sense. But what I was going to say earlier was that I was, upon talking to Dave and Tyler about the remakes, I'm now getting way more ads for them since then. And it's just kind of like, it makes a lot of sense. Alex yelling at his phone to recommend him more stuff.
Oh, because
like more TikToks. And
honestly,
shit.
like if it's already gonna be listening to me, like through no, like it's like fucking Schrodinger's cat of like your fucking phone. Essentially, it's like, well, it could be listening to me. It could not be listening to me. Is it likely? Yes, but until I know for sure, I'm still gonna do it.
Yeah, because I don't actually know if it is really listening to you, because you also have to think about it, right? Like, didn't the because the thing is that in our brains, you know, we like to like connect things and like make stories out of things. I think that's like just a thing that humans do in general, which is why like, you know, we have religious narratives that are so powerful and so big. But like you know, Diamond and Pearl or whatever the fuck it's called, it just like that shit just came out, right? So like you're probably gonna be getting more ads for it anyway, especially if you've engaged in Pokemon content previously, like on your browser, which is probably also connected to Google accounts on your phone, you know, and all that shit, because it's all in like a big network. You know what I mean?
Let's try this now then. Have you guys like seen ads for it since they came out? Like the new games?
Yeah, I've seen ads for it come out.
I don't know if I have.
It was in a lot of my YouTube ads.
I was gonna say,
oftentimes.
if you guys haven't, you're going to get them now.
Yeah, probably.
Or we can see if you do get them now.
Yeah.
Rather.
Yeah.
The thing is, like,
I don't think I have.
Not yet. But I don't interact with Pokemon at all content, on TikTok. Yeah. So I can check through there if I start getting weird fucking Pokemon ads or like fucking Pokemon shit.
I've seen them on Twitter a lot. So you probably would be watching.
My Twitter feed would be particularly pure of that stuff. So I'll
watch. You're gonna get them now.
I'm gonna watch Twitter. I'm gonna watch TikTok, and we'll run a case study of sample size of 2.
I want to see if this is like actually a spook. There's also going to be some confirmation bias because now you're going to get an ad from now until the next
like
podcast.
I'll probably like disregard anything I say on YouTube because I already interact with a bunch of gaming stuff on there. Stuff from TikTok isn't really,
that's the thing, like with like advertising algorithms, like who they decide to deliver the ad to, you know what I mean? It'll be based off of like a million factors probably.
The only
like,
factor
if you've engaged in gaming content, Pokemon content, if you're on the internet a lot, you know what I mean? Like if you have a Switch, or if you have played Switch games in the past, or just a ton of shit, it probably all stacks on, is all considered.
Yeah, so like the one thing for me that would hold a lot of evidence in like a study like that, if we're doing it, but fucking my Twitter feed is exclusively for pornography and philosophy. So
Yeah.
I do not give a shit about games on there. I can go through my entire liked history, not one game, maybe Animal Crossing once. And it's just like, if I see Pokemon shit on there, that would have more evidence than me seeing something like on TikTok where it's like I already interact with, funny game thing.
Yeah. Also, just like when you're scrolling through stuff, there'll be ads on different web pages. That's always super, because they'll be like of Amazon.
All my
like
shit is just stocks. It's fucking gross. I hate it.
Yeah, like fucking Coinbase, because I looked up cryptocurrency once.
Yeah. Dude, I get so many fucking random like Discord messages from like crypto scams.
What?
Like that they'll be like, join the Marble NFT Discord or some shit, or join this fucking random shitcoin Discord, like that, because they're trying to do like these pump and dump schemes. It's like it's fucking insane.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
All right, podcast is over.
Okay.
Bye,
Bye, bitch.
guys.
Later, bitches.
Later.